I have seen the Jesus people of this generation as the last Christian. Satan is going to come as an angel of light, so subtle, innocent, and undefinable that few will recognize what is happening to them. He is going to camouflage his activities and attempt to deceive Christians with temptations that are legitimate within themselves, but that when misused become damning. The number one temptation for the last Christian will be prosperity. The Bible warns that in the last days many Christians will be half-hearted, rich, prosperous, and in need of nothing. There is nothing evil or sinful in being prosperous and successful. Most of the patriarchs in the Bible were wealthy men. Abraham was very rich in cattle and silver and in gold. Job was immensely wealthy, owning 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 teams of oxen, 500 female donkeys, and had many servants and a great house. God certainly is not against wealth and prosperity, because the Bible says, He hath pleasure in his prosperity of his servants. Psalm 35:27. However, I see millions of Christians being deceived by prosperity. The last Christian is going to be afflicted by prosperity and tested by it more than through poverty. In my vision, I see Satan appearing before God one last time, as he did to accuse Job in the Bible. But this time he comes to ask permission to tempt the last Christian. Here is what I see. And the Lord said unto Satan, Where have you come from? Satan answered, From going to and fro in the earth, and observing the last Christian. And the Lord said unto Satan, Have you considered these last-day Christians, how dedicated, how upright, how God-fearing and Christ-loving they are? How they try to run from your evil plots? Then Satan answered the Lord, Yes, but take away the hedge you've built around them. Job wouldn't forsake you in his poverty, but just increase and bless all the last Christians far beyond anything Job ever had, and then see what happens. Make all these last Christians affluent like Job, build them fancy new homes, give them fine automobiles, all the money and gadgets they need, swamp them with campers, boats, world travel, fine clothes, exotic foods, land holding and savings accounts. See what happens to your last Christians when they become full, rich, increased with goods, and are in need of nothing. They will forsake God and become self-centered. I see automobiles, clothes, motorcycles, and all kinds of materialism becoming a bigger hindrance to the Christian than drugs, sex, or alcohol. I see thousands of Christians attached to and obsessed by things. They are so wrapped up in materialism that they become lukewarm, blind, weak, and spiritually naked. Yet in the midst of all their materialism, they are miserable and totally dissatisfied. In my vision, I see Satan standing back and laughing with glee. Look at all the money-mad Christians, all the clothes hogs bitten by security bug, making heaps of money, buying all new furniture, getting bigger cars, buying 2 or 3 of them, buying, planting, selling, marrying, and divorcing. It ruined Lot's generation, and it will get to you too. Look at all the well-paid, easy-living, big-eating Christians getting lazy, lukewarm, and becoming easy prey. God, pour it out on them. It's getting a lot to them, and it's making my job easier. The God who owns the cattle on 1,000 hills wants nothing that man owns. Not his house, his car, his clothes, his speedboat, or his surfboard. He wants only first place in the hearts of those who call themselves by his name. 14.